everybody. I'm Larry.
We are at the... Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the Michigan product, the former Wolverine, quarterback Jake Rudock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams in there to get him for a loss of 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop the throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
That's complete right around the 8. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 8-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw here. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help you in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through it. He's got space. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go. Green.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll be first down, Detroit. We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now the Packers get set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Barrett. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They're going to look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. We saw 5 receivers out there, 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
To throw.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Push him back. Push him back.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. To throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Green, 39!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Packers bring pressure, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a big play there, and the result, they'll get it 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down now after the pass completion. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And here we go on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Packers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Lions just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. 1st and 10. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Packers take it back all the way for the score, pushing the lead to 10. Now waning seconds of the half. This run will go off to the left side, and he'll take this 4 yards for the score. The lead now at 17. Now 1st and 10. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This will go for a loss of 8. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum.
Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. And they are going to take possession of the football. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Again, it's Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parsons. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, it's Barrett, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go. Green.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Second down, here's an option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Browns, they've scored again, extending their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Blue Navy.
And he's got Rome. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just didn't find anyone open, did he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 38 yards. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Montravius Adams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your phone.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parsons. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go now. 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quarterback sat in that pocket, could have had a ham sandwich. He had all day to throw the ball, and because of that, it works out for the offense with a score.
Regular mustard or Dijon?
Dijon.
Okay, either way, you're exactly right. Had all the time he needed to find his man open downfield.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now the Broncos have added on to that lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Here we go now. Green.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Packers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. They find some open field here. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams